So I think it's important because it gives us time to acknowledge all the horrible things that happened in the past, because there have been some horrible things that have happened to gay people in the past. I think that it gives us the opportunity to celebrate how we're coming forward and the strides that we're making, and I also think it gives us the opportunity to talk about the things that we can still do to make it much, much better for everybody. So for us, when we can, and we're not locked down in COVID, we've been to London Pride, haven't we, Sienna? We go to Norwich, don't we, as a family? So I think it's quite important for us to see other families that are the same as the one that we are, because obviously we are slightly different to some families that they go to school with.
It's absolutely fine as long as I'm not involved. Finally oiled machine when Hannah's in charge.
So I think a typical day for us is, well, they're all at school except from Sienna, who's just left, so Sienna's just finished, haven't you? So she's making the most of not having to get up quite as early. I always say we're the most conventional,
Quite traditional
gay family.
Yeah, we went shoe shopping once, didn't we? And the lady sort of said, asked a question, and we both answered, and she turned and went, sorry, who's the mother? And we were like, we both at the same side said, I am. And then she went, well, one of you's the real mum. And that was a bit, didn't really want to go into it there, but and also when Reggie was born, Hannah was given a lovely sticker that said dad, but then crossed out and just said partner. Which,
yeah, they asked if I was your friend. Oh, it's so nice that you come and support her as a friend. I'm like, not a friend.
It's happening less and less now, I have to say. But
I don't know, what do you think, you two?
have you ever had any challenges?
No, not really. I've never really noticed it, to be honest. It's just such a normal thing that we're very lucky to be quite sheltered, and people, friends, stuff, just accept it as it is.
What about you?
Well, when people make jokes about it, I probably shouldn't have accepted it, but it's just a thing that happens on the daily now. But I
What
don't
do you
really.
when they make jokes about it? Like when they say things like,
You're so gay.
You don't feel like you can confront them about it?
Well, I probably could, but
I have a lot of fun confronting people about it.
that would be my plea out of anything from like this, just think about your language, because if you're using language that doesn't make people feel excluded or uncomfortable, then that's that. I think language is key for me, language and education, and just not having to ever come out again would be great. It is not without its challenges, mainly because there's so many of us. So I think that's why to be with a gay family or same-sex family. I think there's a lot of us. I think there are things that can be challenging, like you feel like you have to explain your family dynamic to people, and that can be really sometimes quite upsetting, and other times just really frustrating. You think, wow, we've come so far. Like, why would we have the same conversation that I had like 20 years ago? We've had for the last 12 years as a family. So I think that's for me. I get quite down by that. It quite frustrates me. So.
never really been old enough to understand, like, this isn't what people would consider a normal family, and especially when I was in high school, it was just, oh yeah, I have 2 mums, like, but I'm obviously going to a new school for sixth form, and I don't know how, I feel like Mum said it, like, I feel like I need to come out about my family, and it's just not, I've not done that before, so it's a bit, it's a bit weird.
Yeah, Stonewall had a great campaign years ago. They started it, I don't know if it's still current, but it said, gay, let's get the meaning straight. And I just think that's so right. Gay is just banded around as an insult constantly, and yeah, it's offensive to gay families.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know that schools are doing the best that they can to educate, but it also starts at home, doesn't it?
I've always had this thing about actually not wanting to be known as the gay exec member, or the, you know, I haven't got my job because of what I am, I've got it because of what I've done. And I think that I've had to, you know, for the last 18 months I've been on the journey with that myself, and understood all of a sudden actually I can't expect there to be change if you're not willing to be part of the change. And that resonates in many ways, not just because of Pride, but also, you know, the Black Lives Matters movement and all of those things. If you want it to change, you have to be part of it. But equally, why was it that I was so afraid to be proud of who I was and proud of my family, not talk about it openly? Because I was worried that people would think I got a job because I was gay, not because I was good at what I did. And that in itself can't be right, because why should I feel like that? That's ridiculous that I'm made to feel that way. And I think that that's still the stuff that we've got to overcome. And I think that, yeah, Amy, you ought to say, don't you, that love is love. It doesn't matter how it kind of comes out or where it comes from. It's just, that is what it is, and that's what it is. We just love each other, and we love our children, and I laugh, we are a very traditional family. You know, we have the same problems everybody else has. Yes, there are some complications, and they aren't nice complications, but as a rule, we are, love is love. And it's nice that I think that we've done an okay job with our children, and they've grown up not too bad.